So as you know, if you've been following my channel, I posted about Cyberpunk 2077 before and CDprojectred's quest to fix the game and update the game. You know, quick recap, it was quite buggy on release. Really, I think it should have been delayed at least a year, but here we are today. So they released a new 1.5 update and it's been the most complete update yet. I mean, they fixed a lot of problems with the game, including before it had poor AI, low character customization. The crowds really didn't feel alive. I mean, if you shot in the air, they would just duck and not move. They would do things that made no sense. The police chases were bad. Poor water physics. If you crashed, there'd be no damage on your car. Police and gangs could only engage with one enemy at a time, so if they're fighting someone else and you show up and attack them, you're pretty much ignored. Plus, the combat AI in general was just bad. I mean, you could tell the game is just rushed for a holiday release. So anyway, on to the update. They released the trailer just a couple days ago and it looks pretty good. They even had some gameplay which they released for PS5 and the new Xbox Series X. They had the panel where they discussed the game and everything looks pretty good from what I've seen. For us patient gamers, looks like our wait has been rewarded. I mean, I haven't downloaded the game yet because I still have to play Mankind Divided, but I can say I'm really looking forward to playing this now. I mean, who knows? By the time I'm finished, there might even be a DLC or more cool updates out. So if you're playing on next-gen consoles, that means PS5 or Xbox Series X, that means you get to choose between 60 FPS mode or 30 FPS with ray tracing. Of course, if you're on PC, then you can have ray tracing with 60 or higher. But here's some of the changes. They changed the perk system in the game, so they just rearrange everything to the point that if you start the game again and if you already started, the perks are refunded to you and you can rebuild your character on the perks you want. So stealth has been changed to ninjutsu. They've rearranged other things to rebalance the game, including the guns. They have better apartment customization. I mean, you can have different colors. You can choose hot pink to decorate your apartment with. You can have 4 new apartments in the game now. 2 ones that are kind of low end and 2 good ones. You can control what appears on your map. You have more ability to refuse calls that aren't important. You can skip the tutorial brain dance from Judy. And driving has been improved a lot. The mechanics of each car is unique and made more unique. The physics are better. You can even do donuts. There's better headlights on the motorcycles and lighting. And when you shoot into the crowd, you have all kinds of different reactions. Sometimes you point a gun at someone, and if they're aggressive, they'll try and shoot back at you. Maybe they'll run, some will duck for cover. So it's more realistic now. And the crowd doesn't spawn clones, so you don't see duplicates of the same person. They also added panic driving, so if you're in shooting into the crowd, some people panic and drive and knock into the next car as they're driving off. So that's pretty interesting to see. They've also improved the water physics, so when you shoot into the water, you can see ripples and puddles, and when you run across the water or jump in, it actually behaves more realistic now. And finally, you have customization where if you look into the mirror, you can change your hairstyle finally. You can add new makeup, even add tattoos and all kinds of stuff you want. And when it comes to attacks, the knife throwing is better. You can retrieve your knife now. Oh, and I almost forgot. When it comes to the apartment, you actually get naked when you get in the shower, and you can actually do cool stuff like you can drink coffee. You can play guitar if there's a guitar in the room. And what's cool about the guitar playing is, as someone who plays guitar, it's pretty realistic when it comes to the movement. So I think that's pretty cool. And you actually get buffs for showering and sleeping and all that. And if you're in the romance, you can actually sleep next to your partner this time. And watching TV is much better in this new improvement. So yeah, they added a lot of cool stuff and even some funny aspects, like if you're in a crowd and shooting, the fat guy actually runs slower, as you can see here. Oh, almost forgot to mention they added a gun shop so you can go there and buy some guns. So anyway, I think it's looking pretty good, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I think this is great, and we'll see how things turn out and how the game develops. Anyway, this has been a nice update to see this week, and if you like my video, like and subscribe, and see you soon.